Hey y'all, I wanted to get on today and show you guys the journal that I finished last night. I call it my Shabby Chic Scrappy journal, mainly because I used a lot of, I used some leftover stuff, but I used multiple different paper pads and images and various items in this one. It doesn't have like a specific theme, but it is a pretty chunky journal. Um, I used a reclaimed hardback book cover, and then did some gessoing and different mixed media on top of that before I added the papers on. This journal is 9.25 inches in height and 6 inches wide. Um, and the spine is, I'd say close to an inch and a half wide, mainly because it is so packed full. I actually removed 13 pages out of the signatures before I even sewed them in, and it still ended up being super chunky. But this is kind of a vintage style journal. It's really super cute. I will have it up on my Etsy for sale. I'm going to try and get that done today. This journal has 30 plus tags and journaling cards in it. There's 5 signatures that includes a envelope stack and a file folder insert. There's 48 pages, and that doesn't include little small book pages that are in there, and also cards that I have inserted in there. I used various trim and laces. I used 3 different paper pads, Heirloom by Park Lane and Memoranda by Tim Holtz and Dapper by Tim Holtz. I also used some images from the Graphics Fairy, the membership site, and the old design shop, and I used some Fussy Cuts from My Porch Prints. So I will, excuse me, I will link the Graphics Fairy, old design shop, and My Porch Prints in the description, so you guys can find that pretty easy if it's something that you're interested in or you see something in here you really like. I just have a eyelet and ribbon, or actually this is a cotton, light blue cotton seam binding closure on it. It does hold it pretty well. The spine is a hidden spine. I did a 5-hole pamphlet stitch to put all the signatures in. So we'll go ahead and get into it. It's probably going to take a minute to get through this because it's a very chunky, pretty large journal. And I was so excited when I finished it last night because it seems like I've been working on it forever, even though I know it hasn't been forever, but it just really seems like it. So we're going to open it up, and then there's the back of the journal. Really pretty. It's kind of plain, but I put the butterfly on there just to give it some interest. But I left the journal covers pretty plain. So there's so much inside the journal. So we are going to get into it now. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So the front cover, I did embellish this with all different types of papers and graphics from different areas. I believe this photo was from the old design shop. I'm pretty sure. The Fussy Cuts from My Porch Prints, as well as this fussy cut over here. I got 2 journaling cards. This is a mixed media journaling card that I had done. It's got some feathers and different, threads, and I'm trying to remember what that's called. Anyway, there's different teas and tissues on this. It's got a lot of texture to it. I like the way it feels, but I actually did this on top of a Tim Holtz card, like already pre-done card. And then we've got this little card here in the front little tuck spot. We've got a pocket here and several journaling cards there. So there's a lot of various papers used, of course, craft papers and file folders and different envelopes, things of that nature. So there's a lot to look at. Got a little tag here and another fussy cut from My Porch Prints. And then here's another one here. We've got this journaling card. And then I've also got this little tag here. Oops. Go. This is just a paper pad. This is from the Heirloom by Park Lane. Different die cut butterflies. I've got, and this is a paper bag pocket. And in it we've got just a card. Little greeting card in there, and then some specialty papers that I had. There are two different green colors and some brown, and it all fits in there. Really, there's quite a bit of space. I'm going to say there's quite a bit of space to fit more in this journal, but it is pretty packed the way it is already. This is some tea-dyed tracing paper and large jumbo index card. And I've got this embellished paper clip here. Got a little bit of bling on it right there. Really, really cute. Kind of seems like this light might be glaring a bit. Sorry about that. Okay. Here's the back side of the lunch bag pocket that I made. And there's a couple of journaling cards in there. This one's embellished with a fussy cut and some bellet trim. And another fussy cut with some cheesecloth on there. Writing space on the back of those. Okay, more pages. I tried to make sure that the pages were pretty sturdy in this one. I really didn't want any kind of flimsy pages, so a lot of the papers that aren't tea dyed, that were paper pads, have been doubled up to give them more strength for writing or drawing, clipping anything to them. We have a diagonal belly band here and a jumbo journaling card that I embellished with some washi tape and a fussy cut from My Porch Prints, and plenty of writing space on the back of that. And this is the back of the first signature. We have this little pocket. It does have a little tuck spot here if you want to tuck anything in there. I got two tags and another journaling, little smaller journaling card in there. They tuck right in there. And then a corner pocket here. And I've got an embellished journaling card. It's a pretty fairly large card. And then another embellished tag with little butterflies and corrugated cardboard. Really cute. Okay, and then next page we've got another little embellished paper clip, and it's just holding a tea-dyed piece of notebook paper in there for journaling. Get that back on there. Tea-dyed book pages. These are paper pads also, and I did this fabric ruffle right here, and we just have a little craft card in the center of the signature. And then here's the back side of that book page. The back side of the signature, I've got a pocket here with some tags. There's some lace right here. And then there's two tags. And then a little journaling card. This one has a fabric ruffle and some rhinestones on it. I really like this book. It did take me a long time to make, but it's really cute, and there's just a lot of places to type things into, tons of pockets, lots of places to write. This does lift up, and then I've got the lace on here, and there's tags, of course, in here as well. That, and another journaling card, and this is actually a Tim Holtz pre-made journaling card. I've got several of them in here. You can get them from the craft stores. I believe I got those from Joann's. And then we have an envelope stack here with multiple, just various envelopes. So I'm going to run through those. This is just a smaller envelope, and inside there's a tea-dyed book page. That one. Okay, and then a little bit bigger envelope. This is a craft envelope, just regular size, I guess, for like a note card. And then this one has a tea-dyed Bible journaling page in it. In the back of that, this is probably my favorite envelope right here. I love this lady on here. I put a little rhinestone on her rose that's on her dress. Did a collage scrap, you know, like collage around the window of the envelope so you can see what's in there. I've got a little fabric tab here, and this is just a distress printout that I had done and then just rolled it up a bunch of times, and then of course when you do that you gotta be really careful with it, but it makes like this nice soft, just old feel to the paper. I really like that. And then of course I've got it decorated on the inside so that when you don't have anything in there, you still see something pretty back there instead of just the blue security pattern that's on the envelopes. But this is probably my favorite envelope. I really like how this one came out. I've got some washi tape on the back and some stamping, and this is a gigantic, I believe these are Park Lane craft envelopes. They're huge. I love working with them because they are so big. They fit right in the book, perfect size. I've got a little embellished paper clip here just in case you want to clip anything. And then inside this one, this is a tea and coffee dyed piece of watercolor paper. And then I've got some washi tape, Choose Happy, on the front of that. And that fits right in there. This is the back side of the large craft envelope. There's some really pretty crocheted lace here. And then I have this portrait, and I think this portrait came from Old Design Shop. And this little Fussy Cut is from My Porch Prints. And I just got two little tickets in here that I had stamped a little flower on. So, and then just right there in that text spot. And then a big writing page here where you can put a little title and, you know, write whatever you would like. There's a little bit of stamping on there. In the back side of this, I've got double pockets. The upper pocket has this really large tag in it, and then the lower pocket has a couple of tags, and these are also Tim Holtz pre-made journaling cards. I got a big pack of them that had 3 different sizes in it, so I really like these. They make it a little bit easier, especially on a book like this where you have so many tuck spots and pockets to fill with different tags and everything. It really does help to have some pre-made. And then some of the tags I had made up just on a day that I wasn't working on a journal. I just made up extra tags and embellished clips, and that makes it a lot easier when you're making a journal to go ahead and have them made up, or you can just pop them in there. And this is all paper pad that I had doubled up, a large index card that has been tea and coffee dyed. And then we have the back of the signature. Yeah, it's the back of the signature. This looks like an envelope, but it's not. It's like a writing spot. But I just made the pocket to look like an envelope, and there's a piece of lace on there. And 2 journaling cards back here, just this journaling card. And then this little tag. And I think this image was from the Graphics Fairy. I am not for sure. It's been a while since I made this tag, so I don't quite remember, but I believe this might have been from the Graphics Fairy. Okay, and this little fussy cut is from My Porch Prints. Then we've got this corner pocket here, another little fussy cut, and then I've got a few little journaling cards in here, really cute. This one actually could be either or side. I printed it double-sided, and these are from Old Design Shop, these images here. And then I've got just a little tag, another Tim Holtz tag. This would probably be better if I did it the other way. Would probably look a little bit better. Okay. And then we have on this signature, and this is actually a file folder insert that I had done to put in this book. And it's got a lot of journaling space in it, but it's not like a page signature like these are. It's a file folder insert. I do have a tuck spot pocket on the front here. It's got a specialty paper in there, and then I've got another tag, little embellished tag, and you open up the file folder insert. I've put just a little notepad here, and it's held on by this bow and a couple of eyelets, and then it has a pocket here, and I love this lady right here. And then in the pocket I have specialty paper, and then this is some more of the tea and coffee stained watercolor paper. So this is really good for art journaling, or if you want to doodle, this paper works really well for that. And there's definitely more space in this pocket. I try not to fill everything up too much in case you wanted to add more. And here's the back of the file folder insert. And this is the last signature in the book. I've got double pockets on this one again. So pocket up here, and then this card right here makes another pocket. I've got 2 of the large journaling cards here. And then we've got, there's 2 of the Tim Holtz journaling cards in the little front pocket. This is one of my favorite pages. I love this page. But this is a image from the Old Design Shop, and then a fussy cut from My Porch Prints. I've got some lace on here and some cheesecloth, and I put a tea and coffee stain jumbo index card in here for journaling. And on the next page, this is all just paper pad that I doubled up the papers, and we've got a embellished paper clip here. And then this is one of those Bible journaling book pages, tea and coffee stained notebook paper. And this is just a craft card, just a basic craft stock card. This image, I believe, came from the old design shop also. Might have been Graphics Fairy. And then just some eyelash trim on paper. And then this is the, this is all paper pad here. And then I've got another fabric ruffle that I added onto this page. On the back of the last signature, there's a pocket with a little fussy cut here, and then I've got in here some more specialty papers. This one's really pearly looking, it's really pretty. And then some green, and this one has little gold specks in it. You can see that, and then another smaller piece of green. They fit right in this pocket here. Get them to sit in there the way I had them. I'm so bad about that. I'll start doing a flip through and I kind of just throw everything back in there, and then I end up having to go back through it and fix everything the way it was. This is the back of the signature. I've got a little piece of fabric swatch here in a Fussy Cut from My Porch Prints, and on the back cover there's paper pad and a rustic wood look. And then I did a little text spot with 2 more large tags on it. So super, super cute. And then just our book label there. Really cute. I really like this book. It came out so pretty. And although I've used a lot of different papers, a lot of different ephemera, laces, trims, different fussy cuts and die cuts, it came together really well, and I like the way it looks. It's very, very pretty. But this big honking book right here is going to be going up in my Etsy shop. I'm hoping to have it up in there today, and then I'm going to try and get that done. And then I'm also starting on some recipe wallets for Christmas. I know it just seems like that's too soon, but many crafters, like all of us crafters, know that in July you need to start working on things for Christmas. So I'm going to be working on those. And then I think I may also do some recipe wallets in a printable kit I have that's French country. It's really super cute. So when I do that, I'll let y'all know. But I'm going to link down in the description for Graphics Fairy, Old Design Shop, and My Porch Prints, where I got the Fussy Cuts from. And again, the papers I used in this were the Heirloom paper pad by Park Lane, the Memoranda paper pad by Tim Holtz, and the Dapper paper pad by Tim Holtz. But if you have any questions, just let me know, and I will link those down. And I will also put a link to my Etsy shop, and we are adding in printables, like junk journal kit printables, and I'm also going to be working on some with original artwork. I've had several people ask me about doing some more of my whimsical artwork, so I'm going to be doing some of those and scanning them in and putting them up for journal kits as well. But I hope everybody has a good day. I hope you enjoyed the journal flip through, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye bye.